looks so awkward.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Brandon Moultrie. I'm stationed at Camp Harvest, Korea, and I'll be giving a class on an informed speech on the dangers of concussion in football. Statistics show that an estimated 1.6 to 3.8 million sports-related concussions occur in the U.S. each year. Ages 5 through 18 years of age accounted for 2.4 million sports concussions. So therefore, if a kid between the ages 5 to 18 played any kind of football or contact sport and they experience a concussion, it can cause stunt in growth, brain progression, and just cause like a lot of complications throughout like ordinary tasks as they get older and older. So it's kind of dangerous in a way, but still they're kids and they will need to experience sports. Main point number 1, concussions. The definition of a concussion is a type of traumatic brain injury caused by a blow to the head. When you experience concussion, you have headaches, confusion, amnesia to the event, dizziness, nausea, vomiting, fatigue. So many people don't realize when they receive a concussion. I personally experienced a concussion myself. I didn't know at the time because I didn't know the definition of a concussion. If you get hit in the head and you get like a sharp pain in the head and then it wears off, you basically experience a concussion. Therefore, you should seek help, but most people don't. There's 3 types of concussions: mild, moderate, and severe. Mild is like the light concussion. Symptoms may last up to 15 minutes. Mild is longer than 15 minutes. Symptoms last more than 15 minutes. And severe is you actually pass out from the blow to the head. So once you go to the doctor, they will diagnose you with the level or severity of the concussion you may receive. Main point number 2, targeted in the NFL or football in general. All levels of football has now set rules in place to help prevent concussion. So in the NFL or high school league or youth football, there are rules set in place prohibiting targeting to the head, being contact helmet to helmet. This is very dangerous. As you notice, many people may want to see like big hits and targeting. It's an oohs and ahs, but don't realize how dangerous that is. Targeting. The definition of targeting is a player takes an aim at an opponent for purposes of attacking or forcible contact that goes beyond making a legal tackle, block, or play on the ball. Being that the reason that targeting is dangerous is because you are actually you're not going to, well, in a sense, you are going to hurt that person that's defenseless. So therefore, someone bringing contact towards you and you prepare for it will be easier than somebody that's hitting you without you even knowing. So basically, you're defenseless and like it can cause more problems and more complications. Stemming from, if you see ESPN, if anybody see ESPN, many people see hits of people getting like literally knocked out from getting hit to the head in football, and that's where targeting come in. So bracing for impact would be better than just running and just getting popped on the head. So who knows or who want to guess the sport that will have the most or cause the most concussions? Football.
What was that?
Football.
So everybody in America would think like football is all pound to pound, pound for pound, sport that causes the most concussions.
Boxing.
Wrong. The sport that causes the most concussion is female soccer. Believe it or not.
Ooh.
And football comes in number 4 as the top causing concussions.
What's number 2 and 3?
2 is females volleyball. 3 is males hockey, and 4 is football. So believe it or not, females are extremely violent, rough, and more prone to receiving concussion. Brings me to number 3, point number 3, sports-prone concussions. Health day studies show that females are more prone to concussion than males, being that I'm not saying females' body is more fragile than males, but they're like, their sports are kind of like more like, I guess it's not more physical demanding, but they get more contact with head to head and causes concussions. So believe it or not, like I stated, volleyball is number 2, being that you heading the ball when you serve it, or not heading the ball, but like, yeah, all that force and like, believe it or not. So I researched that concussions not only come from head-to-head contact, it can come from your body getting shaken like real hard, or like you can just fall from a truck. Being military, you can fall from a truck and hit the ground on your back and still receive a concussion. So a concussion is being that the movement of your brain hitting against your skull. That what causes the concussion. Believe it or not. Do you might know that?
Negative.
At this time, that is my end of my speech on concussions in football, even though I spoke about sports in general. So when you see ESPN next time and you see females playing sports, males playing sports, kids playing sports, always think in the back of your head, like, what is the concussion protocols for that certain sport, and be cognizant of that, the dangers of that. I know it's all for show and it's very interesting, but it still needs safety protocols for that. My name is Brandon Moultrie, and that concludes my class.
Yeah.